Welcome back to Wook Plus. We are here after night 3 of Mexico. I'm joined by Great Went and Mr. Llama, living the
So
dream. How you doing,
One
man?
location.
On
fucking
location.
great, man. I got a fee for an encore.
N-
Great show, man. I'm happy.
So
Yeah,
break down the overview for us.
Break down the overview. It started awesome, stayed awesome, kicked it into another gear with that second set opener, and
yeah.
then after that, it stayed, man. It was great.
Well, I'm
It was a good
curious.
show.
I'm curious what the chat thinks too. So, everyone over in chat, let us know in the comments what you thought of the show. I don't doubt, Llama, that you had a great show, and I don't want to rain on your parade because, I feel like if I were there, I would have had a blast sitting on the couch watching it. And after last night and even uh, night one, I felt like there was a lot of things they went for and that didn't land or come together, and there were a lot of ripcords. And I just overall, for me, I'm not I don't know. Is this a safe space? Am I like the internet? Am I allowed to say shit like this and not get canceled?
You're getting canceled.
I
It's
don't
the
know.
end.
There were a lot of highlight moments. I just felt like in the end I was let down after a lot of those moments.
I would be
Hmm.
willing to say that it was a show of good songs, but cohesively, maybe it wasn't as solid as you would want. But
Right.
it was like, oh, this is over. Oh,
Hmm.
cool. They're doing something else now. This is amazing. But
That's
it
fair
didn't
enough. I
flow
don't
in
think
the way
anything
you
was
would thought
jammed
it
out
would.
particularly. I mean, the Jabil, 9 minutes.
I agree with Jason, by the
You
way.
know, to
Mini
open
highlights.
it I guess does what it's supposed to do. Interesting as an opening spot. What did you think about it as an opener, Llama?
Dude, you gotta love a Jabu, man. Ah,
I think
it's
he's
great.
muted.
What? No, he's talking. I can hear him. He's just very soft spoken. He's been raging all day on the beach.
Yeah.
Because fuck these glasses. uh
Kev, I can't hear you. Let me put on my glasses.
What's interesting about that set, though, the whole first set is not a single double digit song. So, there were, I guess you would say, micro jams. There were some moments I felt like that kind of felt like they were about to get jammed out, but not a single one went into double digits. I think
Can't hear
Jabu, by the
anything.
way, is a kind of cool way to start a show, though. I think that's a
Yeah,
fun, dancey song.
it is. It's a great one. It's a great
Better,
opener.
Kev? Oh, he's out.
Oh, Kev said, see ya.
He's like,
Yeah.
make fun of me again, assholes. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Come to play. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. So then they got into No Man's, which again, this was the first time I felt like they were setting something up good that was really going to go somewhere, and then it didn't go somewhere for me.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
No Man's.
it's I couldn't hear you
Welcome back,
anymore. You
Kev.
just you well, I couldn't hear you. You all
Okay,
did
well,
like
we are still alive, so why don't you tell us what you thought of No Man's?
I thought No Man's was the best thing of the night for me.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, I
Wow.
felt like it's always No Man's when it goes 20 minutes, you can have it, but when it's 9 minutes and it's fierce and compact, I love it. They use every second.
Really? So you're saying tighter jams might be better than
Oh,
extended jams?
oh, definitely. Every day of the week.
I 100% disagree, but that's okay. There's something for everybody. Tonight was more of a show for you, right?
Yeah, I can't do the sunglasses. I can't
You
see
don't have to
shit.
do the fucking. All right, you. God damn it, Kev. This show isn't a train wreck.
Oh man.
All right, so then we got into Steam. Another 9 minute, and they were hitting that 9 minute over and over and over again. So they weren't completely short. I fucking love Steam. I think this was probably my favorite song choice. That and About to Run
Hmm?
out of the first set.
Really weird
Um,
placement for me.
yeah, well, but so as far as the song, I love it. But where it was and what they did with it, I felt again disappointed. Like I was set up to have a really good, you know, moment, and then I was kind of I don't want to say disappointed because I fucking loved Fish and I'm happy anytime they play, but it was just there was something lacking, I think, for me.
Your
It's like
expectations?
But yeah, maybe this is the Ant-Man thing all over again.
Well, and it could just be you were like so in it, you wanted it to go longer and it didn't, you know?
Right. And they started most of these very strong and like they were
Yeah.
so much potential. And then they would go out on a limb, I feel like, and sometimes it just,
I
and
call it
so can
I,
all
yeah,
right.
go ahead.
No, I just want to run down this thought process for a minute because this is something I kept thinking about tonight too. Is like with Trey ripcording, it's like I feel like when you're in a moment in a jam like that and it's not quite clicking, and you could tell that the band's starting to pull apart. You have two options, right? You could stay patient, and they could just live in that uncomfortable, offness until it lands into something epic, or you can reset into a new song and have the next jam. And I felt like tonight Trey constantly just went for the reset where he was not willing to like
Oh, man.
stay in that like, off jam. And I don't know if you think that would be better or if it would be better to kind of stay in that and to, explore until it lands and potentially get something even more epic out of it.
I don't know. Like that's a
I,
hard one because
I,
like you're like, the new song, like it might go somewhere, you know. But then again, you're like, what could have happened in that jam? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
What are you thinking, Kev?
I call it fits and stops. They get going, and then Trey's just like, I'm bored with this. I think it's more him being bored with it than him trying to save the band from vamping and going nowhere for 10 minutes.
Well, isn't that the same thing though? Right? Like he's trying to
No.
stop the vamping because he's bored of it. Like I agree. Like I think there's some level of ADD to it, but I think that's also
One is compassionate. I'm feeling for the rest of the band. Let me
right.
save them. The other is, fucking, I'm bored with this. Let's go into Poor Heart for 2 minutes so I can collect my thoughts.
And so Mike can pull a Trey on the lyrics. It's good to
Did
see
he? I
Trey's not
didn't
the
even
only
notice.
one. Oh man, this show is going great. Just ripping it apart. Poor Lon.
I thought it was a great show. Yeah, like I loved it. Every
loved-
every moment I was there, and everybody around me loved it.
Yeah.
Poor Heart is fantastic. I love best Valentine's song ever that Phish wrote.
Yeah, they did play their most romantic song, but that's
See.
at the encore. So
Right.
yeah, we gotta.
I gotta wait.
100%.
Now, what happened before Haley's? It looked like, I don't know if the whole band was sure about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was kind of unsettled this whole part of the show, right? I felt and after Mike forgot the lyrics, they're kind of like laughing, and then they've kind of like what do you call this? Soft stepped into it. But I thought it was a decent Haley's though. I think it came together all right.
I thought it was good.
It's calling you out.
That's fine. You can attendance bias me. That's fine.
Yeah. Do we want to keep going through the set list song by song?
It's up to you. I think
I
that
think
the Haley Saw It Again is something to talk about.
Okay, go.
I think the Runaway Gym is something to talk about too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean the second set has a ton of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering if we wanted to go through the whole first set, but
it felt like the Haley's was really clicking for me, and then it got ripcorded into Saw It Again, if you can call it a ripcord, because I'm a fan of Saw It Again. But then Saw It Again was 4 minutes. It was like a reprise or something more than a full song.
I think he wanted it to be a good segue, but the modulation and the tempo change at the same time wasn't super well, executed. So it felt more of a ripcord than a segue. And then we had a theme into Maze. That was the first Maze of Mexico, which was cool. And I thought it was pretty clean too. I mean, I think it was
my first Maze too. So yeah.
What'd you think?
Great.
You like it?
Yeah. I've been chasing it, so yeah.
Did you hear a Bowie tease from Fishman in the beginning? Like he played Maze, then he played Bowie for a second, then he played Maze.
You know what? I missed that second of the song. I'm going to have to go back and re-listen.
Just listen to the first 10 seconds. There. See? Thank you. Thank you
I
so
heard
much. About the Run was way too short. That song needs to be 8-9 minutes. It has enough chunk and enough big rock and roll.
It has that Clapton sound to it. It's fucking great.
Wait a
More
second.
Pink
Weren't we
Floyd for
just
me.
complaining that songs were 9 minutes instead of something else? Now we want 9-minute songs
Well,
here? Like, we
I
got to
said
pick a side.
I said I like fierce and compact.
Oh, okay. That is true. That is
And
true.
then
9 minutes is, yeah.
just let me say that to close the set, I think that most events aren't planned. I think it found a home there, closing the first set.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
100%. It was a very strong way to end. And I also
Yeah.
agree with your previous statement about the run needed a little more to it. But I do like that song. And I'm glad it's still in rotation. It's kind of like this was like I don't think tonight changes my positive outlook for this year. Because I'll be honest, like after last night and the night before, I was very hyped about what Phish is doing this year and the tour this spring and summer. And, I think we had a good trajectory. I don't think tonight completely gets rid of that. It just doesn't add to the hype. You know what I mean? Like I felt like we kind of held
They
the
came down to
status.
earth a little.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little bit humbling, but also no train wrecks or anything. So I'm like, okay, right. It's like it's a Saturday night in Mexico. It's fine. And then of course now to start the second set. Well, let's do separate. But I do find this really funny. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We do recaps after every Phish show. We're gonna do recaps after every Dead and Co show this summer. We're gonna have more microdoses. We have Wook plus Live every Wednesday night, and we have a whole slew of content coming in the pipeline. So, subscribe, like this video, and if you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment and let us know what you thought of the show tonight.
Wednesday night is going to be huge.
It's gonna
And
be
this
big.
Wednesday, you're
Gonna be big.
underselling this Wednesday night.
No, it's gonna be big. I've sold it every night.
Huge, just huge.
It's gonna be
Enormous.
huge. It's gonna be awesome. Well, what can I say? What else can I say? It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be. If you don't tune in Wednesday night to Wook plus Live at 9
Where were
o'clock
you?
Eastern, you're gonna regret it because it's gonna be the best event on YouTube in the history of YouTube. Anyway,
Some of our best work.
clearly.
I'm looking forward to whatever you guys have planned.
me too. Once we figure it out. So every night so far for the last 3 or 4 nights, Kev's like, there's not gonna be a 20-minute jam. There's not gonna be a 20-minute jam. And finally, the night after, we got another. Last time this happened, Kev, was a disease. I feel like they're
trolling me.
Yeah.
they're trolling you, and we got a 25-minute disease. And what do you want to know first, the good or the bad? I thought it was
I
epic,
wanna
know- good.
but I thought it was also a very standard. I'm sorry, I'm done talking. You go.
Me?
Yeah.
Tell you, I felt like it went into vamp land, that it was 25 minutes, but 5 or 6 of it, Trey was searching for that elusive gold ring like you were talking about earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he didn't just stop and reset. He was patient and waited it through.
Yes.
And now you have a problem with that. So
No,
you had a problem with him
well,
resetting. Now you
that
have
was
a
the
problem with him waiting.
question. No, I don't have a problem. I mean, that's the question, right? Is
That's
what
the
is better? Is
question.
it to vamp and look for it?
Yeah, did you hear the drip field tease that certain
No, I didn't
people
hear
are
the
saying
fucking
happened?
drip field tease. God damn it! I wouldn't know a
No,
drip
I'm
field
sorry.
tease if it smacked me in the face.
You don't want dripping things.
I
smacking you in
listened to the
face.
clip that they posted on Twitter saying this is a drip field tease, and I still couldn't hear the drip field tease because I don't know what the fuck drip field is. Sorry. But Salama, to your point though, I think if you polled the fan base and they understood the premise of the question, they would have chosen the disease from tonight over what they did in a majority of those other songs where they recorded out. Right. So
okay.
I think there's flaws. I mean, here we are critiquing some of the best musicians on earth. Like it's all bullshit to begin with, right? It's all tongue in cheek, but like there are like flaws to both approaches. But I think overall the fans would rather they vamp and explore and try to find it and settle in than let to just keep ripcording. I know
Right.
Goose is good. I'm
But
fucking into Goose too. I
Can
just
we
haven't gotten fully well versed in it yet.
can we differentiate though between ripcording and doing something like that No Man's where they did a nice 5-6 minute jam and then finished the song.
Yeah.
So it
agreed.
was,
Agreed 100%.
because
And
I think that everything after the disease was a ripcord tonight.
Yeah. And actually, I have that note. Like, all right, so let's get into it then. The Golden Age starts super slow and chill, which I kind of dug.
So cool.
So
So
cool.
right.
Very good
Yeah.
vibe. Terrible fucking ripcord. And the thing that made the terrible ripcord worse was that it was into Soul Planet. So it was
Joel
like
Planet.
it was like getting kicked in the nuts twice.
The
I don't know.
unkindness.
Like, it seemed to have like flow though. Like at the show, like it kind of okay. We're done with Golden Age. We're going into Soul Planet. It kind of worked. Like I don't know. I just rolled with it. You know.
They got so into they were bleeping and blooping and fucking just getting it. You know,
Yeah, they were.
Plinko all over the place, and then Trey was like, "All right, so we need an ocean song. We got to get an ocean song in."
We got to do it. And the ocean is love, and we all appreciate that. I think
The jam was interesting.
it was great. I mean, it started great, right? And it was some really high, those micro highlights Jason was talking about. Like, I feel like the Soul Planet Jam had, and they almost need, this was one that they almost needed to reset from where the Golden Age Jam ended up. So, again, like Trey resetting, and I thought it worked because once they got into the jam, it was great. But then they did it, they recorded it again. It was like, God damn, come on, guys.
Into a first timer.
Into the Runaway Jam. Wow, we are just ripcording through this set list.
I think I don't know though. Like I would rather have a Runaway Jam than a Soul Planet. So
I'm with you. That was the kind ripcord.
You know, I was like, you know, I just going through it from like song to song. I was like, oh yeah, Runaway Jam. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yes, Pat, this probably for me was the weakest of the three so far.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say, well, I mean, yeah, I guess worst. Like that is just comparative.
Worst is a little harsh. It was the weakest for me.
It was the weakest. Like I don't think this was a bad show by any means. And I feel like if they didn't play so well yesterday at night one, I probably would be, it would be easier to say, oh, that was a really good show. But you know, when we're here,
the expectations were off the roof. Saturday night in Mexico, they're going to do Mike's Tweez or Weekapa for a whole set. You know, in my head,
So right after the set ended, before the encore, like the person that I was next to was like, she turned to me and she was like, "That's an all timer." Like she loved the set that much, you know.
Yeah.
So. And that was kind of the vibe of everybody there, like at the show. So we were definitely digging it. So
yeah, no, and I mean that is, and not to like belittle it, but that is the magic of attendance bias. And like I feel like sometimes people use attendance bias as like a derogatory or like negative thing. But every show I'm at, with the exception of Charleston Night 3, is the best show I've ever seen. And I came out of SPAC 16.
God.
I came out of SPAC 16 like over the moon, just on a whole different level. And everyone around me said it was the worst run and worst show they'd ever seen. And I was convinced, like fucking convinced it was the best Phish ever. Like exactly. I had a religious experience at that show.
Yeah.
Sunday night, and I was like, this, and then like 3 years later, I went back and listened. I was like, this is really bad. But part of the magic is being there and experiencing it, and that is something that's real. I don't think that's a mental trick. I think there is a real energy there.
It's always the best show when you're there.
But we're not there, so you know we're kind of giving both perspectives.
For me, set two's highlight was the next three songs, the run of the next three songs.
Yeah, I agree. Light was the first of that trio. And the new sound, we got to come up with a name for that wipeout sound. Where it's like, wah, 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 wah. You know, I've got to get a clip of it. But whatever that new guitar sound is, I really fucking love. And then that went right into the bleeps and bloops and Planko sounds for Light.
Yeah, it was a great jam. Like I was just lost in the moment, like in awe. Like, and then you have like. The way it works in Mexico is like there's the lights on the stage and then they have the lights by the palm trees. And sometimes they coordinate them with the lights on the stage. So like everything is like going. Yeah. Which is like really awesome. And it happened there. And you just kind of get lost in the moment and things like that, you know?
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Okay. So when the show's going on, could I like hang out by the back and just eat tacos and drink and like are there tables and seats and stuff?
All right, so to get a little bit of unfocused on the set here. So when you walk
Right.
into the venue, there's like 6 different like little, there's a taco stand, there's street food, there's a beer place, there's a bar, and they're all little vendors and kiosks that like you go to, and it's like a nice little, I don't know what's
Village?
it called, kind of like a village where like it's everything together, right there, and then like off to the right is the stage and where everybody goes for the stage and everything. So there's a spot to go eat tacos and hang out the whole time if you didn't want to be like up and in.
That would be me on a Saturday night. All right.
And then there's another spot where they have the live, like where they just have the live stream going, where you can sit back there and chill. Like you can hear the music, but watch the live stream instead of having to like try to go and like get super
Like with
close
lounge,
up and
like-
try it.
With like
Is
the
weed
lounge chairs
legal?
and recliners and shit.
Yeah,
Not
smoke-
recliner,
yeah.
like whatever you call
You can
those
just
things.
smoke weed there?
Sure, yeah.
I could sit in the lounge with a cocktail and smoke a joint and watch the live stream while I was there.
Correct.
'Cause
Only
that would
Kev
so
would
be
spend
me.
like
That-
$5,000 to go do exactly what he could do right where he is right now.
I don't know, like it's not a bad spot to watch the show though, because like you get to see everything on stage and you get to hear everything right there.
You
though,
can see the
too.
lights and you still get that live sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be cool.
Yeah,
And then you don't have all the people around you as much, which is for some
right, so
people
if you're like on a
a
head
big
full or
crowd's
have a little-
overwhelming.
right, you get a little social anxiety or on a head full and you need to go just be on your own. It's a lot better than New York, I could tell you that much. You
Right,
can't go
ran it-
anywhere in fucking New York.
You run out of Xanax and you're like, fuck it.
I was getting a little anxious at MSG and like I was like, I gotta just get away from people. And then I realized like I would have to go like 15 miles to get fucking away from people. There's like literally nowhere to go.
somewhere in northern Jersey.
Yeah. So after this light, we got a Piper and it started slow. So I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, slow build. I think it was more of like a slow start and a fast build because it got out of the slow. And not that it was bad. Like it was I thought it was great and it was a really fun Piper. But it wasn't, I wouldn't say it wasn't a slow build Piper. It was more of like a slow start,
No,
fast build, but fun.
It was a tempo
Piper.
change. They were just
Yeah.
adjusting the tempo.
Right, exactly. But it was good. I mean, it was again out of this like little power trio here. I
Right.
think it was really good.
Piper seems to live now in the back end of a second set.
Yeah, which is fine. I think that's a good
Yeah,
place.
that's
for
a good plus. Yeah, that's a good spot for it.
And then 2001 for me personally, I thought this was the highlight for me of the night. I think it was a slow build 2001. It was a playful version. I think Phish and Trey were really locked in and having fun with it. It was polyrhythmic at points and really messing with, the feel of it. Still locked in though, and you can be a little when you go into that like polyrhythmic weirdness. It can almost be like it's gonna fall apart. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a big risk. I feel like for musicians that aren't as exceptional as they are, but they were super locked in. And then they fucking finally get to the first build and climax, and you're like, holy shit, this is wonderful.
And then a little no quarter tease.
Yeah, really messing with people. That was before the first build, wasn't it?
It might
Yeah.
have been.
Yeah. Like 3 minutes into it, they haven't even started building up yet, and they do a little no quarter tease, which was great.
Were you all about that, Llama? Did you think you were getting it?
No, I was just like, cool. Like this is a different song. Oh wait, now we're back in another song. Okay.
I agree, Trey. And I do love that clip. You guys see that? Phish smacking his cymbal off of
Yeah.
his kit.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It's funny.
That's great.
It's a drummer thing.
Whatever, dude. He's fucking phenomenal. He's so good.
Fish
And
is
then
good.
they close out the set with the Santos, which is,
Arena rock at its
Yeah, it's
finest.
cool. it's fine. It's good. It's all right.
Yeah,
Good.
Santos is a good song. Yeah, like, and I think it's good as a closer. Like, I'd rather have it as a closer than like a middle
An opener.
song.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good spot for it.
And it didn't sound as ghosty as it has been. Last
No,
summer, it
it
sounded like
didn't.
Ghost every time they played it.
like right at the beginning when the drums hit, and you're like, "Oh, is this Ghost again?" And you're like, "Oh no, wait, this is Santos."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, give me the dice back.
Yeah.
but speaking of bringing things back for the encore, they brought back the microphone or the megaphone for Fee.
Megaphone. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think we nailed the lyric.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
That
I
was
don't
your
know, buddy.
first. You were happy.
No, I've had a Fee before at Dick's. Like we all had a Fee, right? At Dick's.
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty
was the
sure-
last
yeah.
fee, I think.
Did they do that at this?
Yeah.
Was I
It was
there?
an
Yeah.
encore.
It was great.
Oh.
I
That
don't
was like
blame
the
you,
best
Kev.
finish.
I saw you there. I don't
Yeah.
I don't doubt that you forgot it.
I think
But
I remember
still,
being.
I
Happy
love a
for,
Fee.
I remember being happy for Ben's because she was talking about wanting to see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Fee's
and then
always a
we-
good one.
And we got the wedge.
Which was great. I mean, it was a really fun, strong way to end the
In the
encore.
show, yeah.
It kind of
Little
ripped,
ocean.
right? It ripped a little bit. Was that just me?
No,
Yeah, I guess
they
that's just
like
me.
they gave it to it. I felt like the show was shorter tonight than last night.
It's what happens when all
No.
of your songs are 10 minutes or less, except for the
Right.
disease.
Yeah, no, that second set was 86 minutes tonight without the encore. So almost an hour and a
Okay.
half for just the second set. And the first was 72. So it's probably going to clock in longer with the 2-song encore.
But it did fly because there was no space, right? Which, depending on your preferences, you could say is a strong thing, a good thing or a bad thing. But there was really no exploration or space. It was all hit it and quit it, right?
Hit
For
it and
better or
rip it.
worse.
Hit it and rip it.
Yeah, ripcord right out of there.
So tomorrow night, we are going to be much more positive. So make sure you
No, tomorrow night we're going to be just as authentic as we are tonight. If they kill it, we'll be here praising them, and if it's an average show, we'll
so
be
but
saying it's
okay,
an average show.
let's
Early
give 1
show
minute,
tomorrow night. Early show
Right.
tomorrow night. Don't forget, it's early.
1 minute to the fact that so much is left on the table. What are you thinking, Llama? What do you feel like you're going to walk away with?
Llama. That's all I want. Llama.
That's all you want. I'm seeing a tweezer happening. I mean, Mike's Groove, Bowie, Reba. There's so many monsters that haven't been played.
What's cool about
Right.
Sunday in Mexico is there's no tour considerations, right? Like you have
Right.
when you're in summer tour, you might save it if you have a big, spot coming up next on tour, but they're not going to savor. They don't have to save or hold on to anything, so they can really just go balls to the wall with all of those. If they play Llama for you, I don't care what they do the rest of the show. I'm going to say it was the best show. I'll be so pumped for you.
I'm putting my money
I'll
on
be
no
so pumped.
tweezer.
No
No
tweezer?
No tweezer this run.
Really?
So you
Okay.
can cut that clip later. It's at 28:20.
And then when they open the show with Tweezer, everybody can be
Tweezer.
like, damn it, Kev. All right, cool. Well, I think that's good. See you guys tomorrow night. Llama, overall happy? Mexico been fun?
Yeah, it was a great show. Like, bottom line, great show.
Awesome. I'm really happy for you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Sirius is not broadcasting shows. You got to get a live finish.